Hi friends, welcome to the Tech Trend, and today we are going to learn about author attribute and test case source attribute. So author attribute is something creating custom attributes. You can create your own custom attribute by defining the attribute class as author, and it can be defined for the methods. And if you would like to know who has written this code, it is very useful for someone who is very new to the project and would like to know who has written this code and who has written this script, so that it will be useful for him. If he need any explanation on that, he can ping him directly. For that one, I have already written some code where we are going to open the facebook.com, and for that one I have already written that code. I am just copying that code and pasting it in my VSTS. Okay, now you can able to see I have already created a class with author with a text fixture or attribute, and under that I have created two different methods, author test and author test 2, and I have calling in Chrome browser and opening the facebook.com. Under that I am clicking on in create new account, and selecting the month fields and gathering it and selecting the element March, and after that I am closing the browser. In the same way, let me, okay, I am selecting the same one. Let me call by index, select by index. Select by index, where it is. Yeah, I am checking that one, and let me give some index number, and it is showing error because I am giving it in double quotation. Let me remove it. Okay, I am selecting the select by index. Now if I clean the solution and build the solution, I can able to see two different methods with author test and author test 2. Okay, uh, author is not text explorer is not able to, I cannot able to find it. Let me search for it, and let me go to the view, and under that let me open the test explorer, and now you can able to see under author there is three methods. I think I have written somewhere else. Okay, let me check. Okay, yeah, I have written in test data one, so let me remove that one. Yeah, I'm going to test data, and let me remove that one, and after that let me clean the solution and build the solution again. I'm going to clean it, and I'm going to build the solution again. And now if you go and you will say find the two test methods with author test and author test 2, and you can run this. Yeah, I'm just right clicking and running the two test methods under the author. Now it will open the facebook.com, and it will search for the March field, and in the same way it will search for the index number 7. See, so it has selected, and we are able to use the author attribute. Yeah, so you can able to see we have already replicated. Now let's come to the test case attribute. Test case attribute is used on the parameterizing of the test method to identify the source for which it is required for to provide it. So in that way, let me go to the test data class, and if you would like to replicate the test data driven, uh, and you can use this one. And for that one, let me copy the same code over here, and paste it in the test data source. Yeah, let me keep it as, let me give it author as test data, I'm going to give it as test data. Now let me create a static variable with ilist, and let me give that array list as data driven testing. Yeah, and let me add few URLs to it. For that one, let me create an array list. Let me create a variable for it equal to list equal to new array list, and under that list, let me add few URLs. List dot. Let me add the Facebook URL. I'm just copying that one from the above and pasting it over here. In the same way, let me add another URL, list dot add let me give the YouTube URL and YouTube. Let me open this. This is our channel TechTrend, and I'm just editing few of the scenarios now, and let me copy the YouTube URL link and paste it over here, and complete it with the semicolon. And as I mentioned that it is in static and ilist, so I need to return some values. Return list, so that it should not throw any errors. You can able to see data driven testing is showing in a red bar, so that's why I need to return list. Okay, I am going to, now we have created an static variable ilist where we have defined two different URLs, and now we need to call it. How do we need to call it? So as I mentioned, like we have an attribute name, TestCaseSource attribute. So for that one, we need to define it under the method. So okay, let me write under the so now I am going to give test case sorry, I am typing wrong, and test case source. And what is the source name? I need to pass the source name under this one. So under the double quotation, I am going to pass that ilist elements. What is that ilist? Data driven testing. I am going to pass it over here. And now you are able to see some red mark over the data driven testing. So what is that? Considering the user data driven is not found. So for that one, what do we need to do? So for that one, we need to check why it is so it needs some URL. So for that method, we need to pass some variables. So for that one, so let me give it as string under the author test method, so we can able to resolve the issue. So let me write string URL. And now we need to pass this URL under the go-to URL in the 22 line. Instead of that facebook.com, I am just passing this one, and it will open Facebook as well as the youtube.com. Let me remove rest of all because it's not there in the YouTube one. So I am just opening the browsers and closing the browser to view whether it is opening or not. I am just keeping thread.sleep for 3 seconds, and so I have given the 3 seconds. and let me clean the solution and build the solution. After that you can able to see two different methods, but then I have created only one method. Okay, because of data driven testing, the method which the attribute which I am using is TestCaseSource attribute. Because of that you are able to see two different methods. So let me go to the test explorer and search for the test data, and under that let me open that project, and you can find the two different methods, one for Facebook, one for YouTube. Okay. Now everything looks fine, everything is good, and data driven testing is calling by this, and let me call this and run it. And now for the first time it will going to open the first one, which is something facebook.com, and it will wait for 3 seconds and close the browser, and another time it will open the youtube.com and wait for the 3 seconds and it will close it. So in this way you can able to add this scenario, and hope you understood. Welcome back to the tech trend. We are going to give many more videos. Please do like, share, subscribe, and do whatever you like to. Have a nice day.